Panic Fest is coming up. We're going to be there. And I'm going to get kicked out for running around butt naked with nothing but a press pass.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we got two movies that are out there in the viewing world for you to watch. Now, the first one that we are going to be watching, or talking about, I should say, because we both already watched it, is The Last Showgirl, featuring the one and only Pamela Anderson.
Look at it this way, Schmitz. Alive, Krebs represents your investment in his bail bond. Dead, he's toxic waste. 20,000 Canadian now.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Barb.
If it was pleasure, Schmitz, I'd charge more.
Featuring a very young Clint Howard. Well, not that young. Not as young as he could be, but Clint Howard's in it.
And it's like, I tried to get a CJ Parker clip. Yeah. Is what I tried.
Yeah.
But she only spoke like one sentence, and everything she did in Baywatch was just basically, hey, how many views of Pamela Anderson swimming underwater can we get in a bathing suit?
That's all we wanted to see.
So I went and got her Stan Lee written barbed wire movie clip. I thought that was a good one to get. Yeah. Also in this movie, the great, the awesome, magnificent, in fact, we were just talking about Halloween, which she originated because she is the original Scream Queen, the one and only Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people! I've known sheep that could outwit you. I've worn dresses with higher IQs, but you think you're an intellectual, don't you, Ape?
Apes don't read philosophy.
Yes, they do, Otto. They just don't understand it. Now, let me correct you on a couple things, okay? Aristotle was not Belgian. Oh. The central message of Buddhism is not every man for himself. And the London Underground is not a political movement. Those are all mistakes, Otto. I looked them up.
So that's from A Fish Called Wanda, right?
One of my favorite movies as a kid, dude. I have no idea why as a kid I was watching A Fish Called Wanda.
It was just shit,
but I had it on VHS, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it just so happens that Jamie Lee Curtis is a part of that. Also in this movie, one of my favorite pro wrestlers turned actors, which I have a story about him later on. I can't wait to talk about. The one and only Mr. Dave Bautista.
Why am I here? Oh, I suppose I'm here to make friends with you. And your dads. Maybe catch some more grasshoppers. How'd you get that tiny little scar on your lip? I'm so sorry, Wen. I shouldn't have asked that. It's too personal, even for this game.
It's okay. My lip was broken when I was born. My dad said it took a lot of doctors to fix it.
Well, I don't have a scar like you. But if you could look inside, you'd see that my heart is broken.
Why is it broken?
Because of what I have to do today.
Not a fantastic movie, but a fantastic performance by Dave Bautista.
Oh, Knock at the Cabin. I think again, I still hold it. If you don't know what that movie is about and you go in it blind, it'd be a lot better.
Oh yeah, stay away from the fucking previews, man.
If you've not seen that movie, go to it blind. Don't go look up even what the little thing on IMDb says. Yeah. Literally, just go in it blind. That movie would be great. Brenda Song was in this movie as well.
Why does your status say single on your Facebook page? What? Why does your relationship status say single on your Facebook page?
I was single when I set up the page.
And you just never bothered to change it? What?
I don't know how.
Do I look stupid to you?
No, calm down.
You're asking me to believe that the CFO of Facebook doesn't know how to change his relationship status on Facebook?
It's a little embarrassing, so you should take it as a sign of trust that I would tell you that.
Go to hell.
Take it easy.
No, you didn't change it so you could screw those Silicon Valley sluts.
Yeah, that's from The Social Network.
The Social Network. I didn't even know that it was her in that one.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her.
I thought she only did like kiddie shows and stuff like that, you know, like, so that was awesome that's what I found. And then Kieran Sabelka.
Kieran Shipka.
That's what I said, Shipka. Sorry, I got a piece of gum like stuck on my lip. That you hate that when you do like when you chew gum. I took a piece of gum out like, and it's like sticking to my lip.
Oh, okay, are you chewing gum right now?
No, I don't chew gum when I do the pie. I spit it out before.
God, I'd be so mad at you.
Okay, can I stop you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you have a note?
Yeah, I have a note. Why are you beginning your breakup speech like you're a climate activist?
I'm just trying to contextualize it.
You're breaking up with Claire so you can fuck randos in college. I don't think bringing up the permafrost is gonna make her feel better.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, where's that from?
That is from it's Jamie and Ben. Oh, wait a minute. Sweethearts.
Okay.
It's from Sweethearts.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So that is just some of the cast. It's a big cast in The Last Showgirl. One of the biggest talked about movies of the past year.
Well, not the biggest, but it talked about at least the.
I didn't say biggest. I said one of. Can you do not follow the speech pattern that I am doing, sir?
Okay.
You're trying to. Do you not understand what promotions is? Do you not understand how to promote to make it sound bigger than what the thing is?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. You're just like, no, let's just piss on that fire.
It was talked about.
A lot. Anyway, also in this this episode, we will be talking about Paddington in Peru.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Featuring Paddington himself, Mr. Ben Winshaw.
Always makes me feel a little melancholy. A grand old warship being ignominiously hauled away for scrap. The inevitability of time, don't you think? What do you see?
A bloody big ship. Excuse me.
007. I'm your new quartermaster.
You must be joking.
Why, because I'm not wearing a lab coat?
Because you still have spots.
My complexion is hardly relevant.
Your competence is.
Age is no guarantee of efficiency.
And youth is no guarantee of innovation.
I'll hazard I can do more damage on my laptop sitting in my pajamas before my first cup of Earl Grey than you can do in a year in the field.
Damn. Eat it.
Damn. It's Q from the James Bond
Skyfall
series the Daniel Craig
Skyfall
James Bond.
And I gotta tell you, man, Ben Whishaw, all he does do is act like he's talking to a child. He sounds like Paddington.
Also in this movie is Emily Mortimer.
Why do you think she has so many places to go and so much to do? Huh? Because of you! Because all these people love you! We push her wheelchair. We drive her to work. We drive her home. We wash her. We dress her. We get her up. We put her to bed. We carry her. And she is not petite, Lars. Bianca is a big, big girl. None of this is easy for any of us, but we do it. We do it for you.
From Worse Than Real Girl. I guess she had bronchitis in that scene.
Great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, that's another great movie to go take a look at. And then also in this movie, Mr. Hugh Bonneville.
So, tell me, Anna, what do you do?
I'm an actress.
Oh, splendid.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm actually in the stock market myself, so not really similar fields. Though, I have done the old bit of amateur stuff. P.G. Woodhouse, farce, all that, you know. Careful there, Vicar. Always imagined it's a pretty tough job, though, acting. I mean, the wages are a scandal, aren't they?
They can be.
I see friends from university, clever chaps, been in the business longer than you. They're scraping by on 7,000-8,000 a year. It's no life.
From Notting Hill.
The next line is, how much did you make on your last adventure? And she goes, 14 million. He goes, oh, I guess you're doing well then. but that is another like 2.5 minutes later in that conversation. Also in this movie, making their debut to the Paddington universe, Miss Olivia Colman.
Did you read the leaflet?
Yes, I did.
Very good. Now, the fact that you'll turn into an animal if you fail to fall in love with someone during your stay here is not something that should upset you or get you down. Just think, as an animal, you'll have a second chance to find a companion. But even then, you must be careful. You need to choose a companion that is a similar type of animal to you. A wolf and a penguin could never live together, nor could a camel and a hippopotamus. That would be absurd. Think about it. I understand this discussion is a little unpleasant for you, but it is my duty to prepare you psychologically for all possible outcomes. Now, have you thought of what animal you'd like to be if you end up alone?
Yes, a lobster.
From The Lobster.
From The Lobster. That's another good movie out there to see if you guys haven't seen it. And then last but not least, there's a whole big, huge cast, but I just picked out some ones I knew I could get some easy clips for. And this is the other one, the one and only greatest lover of all times, Antonio Banderas.
Listen, señorita. Then please, go on.
I have broken the fourth commandment, Padre.
You killed somebody?
No, that is not the fourth commandment.
Of course not. You. In what way did you break the most sacred of commandments?
I dishonored my father.
That is not so bad. Maybe your father deserved it.
What did you say?
I said, tell me more, my child.
From The Mask of Zorro.
From The Mask of Zorro. All right, and that's some of the people of being Paddington and Peru, which we'll be talking about here in a minute. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us online at moviesonsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesonsuck podcast. We're at w2mnet.com, W2mmovies.net. You'll find us there along with a bunch of other podcasts. In fact, if you go to Religion Broadcasting on Spotify, you put our episodes on his feed as well as our own feed on Spotify, which is Movies Don't Suck. So they do. We're on Patreon.com. It's patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. We're on Instagram TV's podcast. We're on Blue Sky at Movies Don't Suck podcast. We're on Bonfire. Go to search Movies Don't Suck Sunday. You'll find stuff there. Go to T-Focus, search Backwood Productions. You'll find our shirts there. And everywhere we find podcasts, find Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. We are hard to not find. Neil, who are we talking about today?
Today, I figured we would help out a lovely couple that does a thing I do every year. I go there every year for work. So this is Danielle Hicks.
Hi, Danielle.
This is her husband, Marcio Hicks. And they run a little thing that I go to every single year for work. And that is the Homeward Bound Tattoo Expo, which will be at the Osage Casino, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Now, every year I go out to that. Like, every year I'm out there working it. It is one of the funnest. And I mean, there's over 200 artists. You can get tattooed. There's burlesque, oddities, and stuff like that. In fact, I got pictures from every year where you can see people getting tattooed. If you see here, there's so many artists. So many tattoos. Oh, that's my friend at Black Moth that owns Black Moth, an oddity shop. But you can see all the tattoo artists down all these different rows and everybody just getting tattooed everywhere. So what it is basically a tattoo convention, or this tattoo convention allows hundreds of artists and clients to participate in 3 days of live tattooing. That means that each of these artists are coming to Tulsa, Oklahoma to tattoo. Along with these artists, they will also have an amazing vendors and daily burlesque performances from award-winning performers. If you want to get a tattoo, they recommend contacting the artist you're interested in beforehand or come in for a walk-in. That is fine. Many artists do walk-ins. And I mean, this is just packed every year. I have not seen it like this is at the beginning of the day, like when I'm taking some of these pictures.
Yeah.
And because I can't leave my booth that much. And in fact, there's Marcia with Slater, who I work with. And it's just wonderful. So for more information, if you want to get tattooed, again, it is March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. You can go see all the artists that are attending. Or if you want to buy a booth, they have booth applications still open. It's homewardboundtattooexpo.com.
Nice. You know, I got that.
Yes.
I got that boy Phil tattoo at a tattoo convention here in KC, and I think that they were touring around, so they would have been in Tulsa before or after. Like a couple days before or after, so it's pretty cool. But yeah,
you're very cool.
Thank you, sir. Let's talk about a movie. Let's talk about the last
movies. You want to talk about movies? You want a podcast that talks about movies?
Yeah, because it's been like 30 minutes and we haven't talked about movie yet. Let's talk. We're talking about The Last Showgirl, directed by Gia Coppola. You guys know Gia Coppola. She's the granddaughter of Francis Ford Coppola. And I think the daughter of another Coppola. But anyway, she directed this. She's mostly known for directing like music videos and shit like that now. But it's like, you know, one of the feature films she did. This stars Pamela Anderson. And I'm sorry, my thing froze up on me. She just plays Pamela Anderson as Shelley.
Look at it this way, Schmitz.
Brenda's song is Mary Ann.
Why does her status say single on your Facebook page?
Kiernan Shipka is Jody.
In the sentences. I hate it when you do that. In the sentences.
Okay, can I?
You can't just
can I
be
stop
like
you?
3 words and then cut it off.
Fine.
Okay, can I stop you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is that good? That's Kiernan Shipka's.
Yes. Just end the sentences.
Dave Bautista plays Eddie.
Why am I here? Well, I suppose I'm here to make friends with you.
And Jamie Lee Curtis as Annette.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people!
Billy Lord plays Hannah. Linda Montana plays Gio. John Clofine, I guess that's really... Jason Schwartzman plays the director at some point in this movie. You know, once we read the storyline.
Yeah, Billy Lord's in it also. Linda Montana. Jason Schwartzman is... I can't believe Jason Schwartzman is the director of this.
I was like, it's crazy.
But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. All right, I'll read the lovely storyline. It's one sentence. A seasoned showgirl must plan for her future when her show abruptly closes after a 30-year run.
So it's a bummer of a movie. that's no getting around that. But it's good. Pamela Anderson's amazing performance in this.
It's pretty much like what I'm going through life right now, where I'm like getting old. Nobody cares I exist anymore. Besides my wife, she loves me. But, it's getting to the point where, she's realizing everything she's ever done in her life meant nothing because nobody cared that she ever did anything. Everybody hates her and she wants to die. And I get that.
I'm glad you're still around. I'm glad you're still around.
It's a real human emotion. But, it is really bad because it's like, when you get to the end of the day and you're like one of those people that put all your time and effort into something, and then you realize you've ruined every friendship, you don't have any connection with anybody human, just so you could get that one moment of fame and awesomeness. It's just like, this is what old wrestlers and football players and basketball players and this is what they have to probably go through. Like, they're used to, because those are all things that if you're not youthful and going 105 miles an hour, then they don't want you.
All those bands playing the state fairs and boat shows and shit too. Yeah. Yeah. So, you're just playing that one record that everyone knows, the the 5 songs off that everyone knows, and after that, it's like it's a tough movie. It's a I wouldn't say I enjoyed the movie. I will say that it was emotional. Pamela Anderson did a great.
I cried like a baby like 6 different times during this movie. This is like one of the most emotional movies I think I've ever seen in my entire existence of watching film.
I guess I didn't cry at all.
Well, I am so sorry that you have a black heart. But like there's a scene in this movie where the great Jamie Lee Curtis, let's see if I have a picture of her character. I think I do somewhere. Right there. Boom. But one, Jamie Lee Curtis got like 6 different spray tans on top of each other to make her look like that, by the way. But there's a scene in it where she's doing like a dance in the middle of the casino. And it's just like, it's like the saddest but most beautiful dance at the same time. Like it's sad because you know that she's trying to grip on to like that little bit of happiness of, you know, when she was at her prime in like probably the 80s, I'm guessing by
Razzle Dazzle review.
But the way you could see by like how her makeup and stuff like that. Yeah. But it was just like, it was a part of it that just was just like, it was so sad, but at the same time, it was like tragedy beautiful. And it was just, man, it really, really,
I wasn't very much a fan of the way it was shot. A lot of blurred edges, you know?
Oh, dude, I love it because it was the hand cam with that cinematography making it look gritty and dirt. That's what I liked. That's what I thought added to it. Because then you got like people like good old Dave Bautista, and I mean all the people that did their part. Oh man, these did not blow up well. No, man, I hate when that happens. But here I got other shots of them. But anyway, man, they didn't blow up well either. I'm gonna have to start scanning stuff better. But I love the grittiness of it because it made it feel like it was like an old, you know, an old movie, like something that, you know, is like it's past its prime, just like how everybody in this movie felt, except for like the 2 youngins who were trying to look up to the people that were in their prime or were considered legends of the industry. And one more thing, are you ready for this? I just had this fact up there, but this is a real fact. The premiere was supposed to be one of the days I was in Los Angeles at the China Theater.
Yeah.
And I took a picture in front of the China Theater, and we saw that it was like all the stuff was out there, like they were setting it up for something, but they canceled. So, like we all like were like, oh, this is obviously they're setting it up for something. And it got canceled because of the wildfires.
Yeah, Neil was either on his way home or just
I was there for the beginning. I was there for a good part of it, the good beginning of it. But yeah. So I mean, this is a very coming of age story, a very hard realization that people have to come to that in certain professions in this world, like. I couldn't go do half the stuff I did like in my 20s and 30s now.
Oh yeah, I couldn't.
You know, like they're just laughing out in the building, be like, "Oh, you're an old man that wants a microphone?" Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I gotta be I thought Pamela Anderson did an amazing job. It's the best acting she's probably ever done. Dave Bautista did his part. Keenan Chip did their part. Everyone was great at their acting, but I just felt a sort of detachment when it came to a backstory. I felt like some of these characters weren't fully fleshed out. Like I understand who Shelley was, but I didn't. We could have used a bit more of an anchor for her. And I mean, like you sort of understand. You sort of get fed a few things just by context, you know, of her life. But I would like to know a bit more, you know. Not that I need a whole backstory for him, but I just felt like it needed more of an anchor. But I did like the movie. The performances were incredible.
The performances, I really think the Jamie Lee Curtis, Pamela Anderson, Bautista trio was like what really grabbed me because those three are, Jamie Lee Curtis and Batista are two of my favorites, and Pamela Anderson to like have a performance. Does she go by Pamela Anderson? I just want to make sure I'm not.
Yeah, she does go by this. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know her name's changed a few times, and I didn't want to be rude. But Pamela Anderson, like the way that she is in this movie is just kind of like, I kind of feel like that's how she feels in real life.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
She's sort of, yeah, it's really reflective of her. She's getting to be, she's in her early 50s now, and her whole life has been just her sexiness, her beauty. That was her image. And now like everyone, all our looks leave us over time. And she's getting to the point where, it's not the same as it used to be. And, but also her doing this dramatic role is, to me, it's like a way of reclaiming with the real essence of who you are.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, like with her during her whole acting thing, I mean, she always wanted to be known as a real actress. Mm-hmm. She just took the wrong roles because it was the only thing that was, given to her. And I'm glad that, she actually got to pay back, by doing a good, doing a movie a movie that actually has depth to it and stuff like that. And the fact that now she refuses to wear makeup unless she's on the movie. She doesn't wear makeup. Yeah, she does not wear any makeup whatsoever. Like I've seen her on Graham Norton when she was pushing this movie a couple weeks ago. I've seen her on several things, and she does not wear any makeup whatsoever anymore. Yeah, she is just 100%. She's like, I'm done. I don't care. At this point, who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, that's it was a good movie. It was a bummer movie for sure, but
this is a bummer. This is a bummer movie. This is one of those movies that you're just like, you're not gonna come out of this happy.
Yeah, you just sort of be like, man, am I there now? Like you can sort of try to put about your life and sort of think about, well, what things did I do that aren't, that aren't.
I need to start investing in stock or something. Like, the only problem the only problem I had with this movie was the audio.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think it was Pamela Anderson's fault.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think maybe it was more they didn't realize how to get her voice correct, but there's parts in it where she's doing this very quite sticky. She's doing like a quite squeaky voice. Yeah. When she said that thing, you can't understand exactly what she's saying in the dialogue.
She's trying to do,
and that's the only thing.
She's trying to do a little girl voice because that was her character, but.
Yeah. Oh, guess what, Chris, we have our first. Yeah. Sweet shirt, Neil. Yeah. Because you say his name and he will appear.
I believe Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry! All right, anyway. Well, then, sir, at this point, let's talk about it. What is your score for The Last Showgirl?
Like I said, I could use a bit more of an anchor, but I'd probably get a 3.9. Yeah. And the acting is incredible.
And that's weird. If it's weird that you're like at a 3.9, I'm at like a 4, and I agree with you that maybe it does need a little more of an anchor, but I kind of felt this one really made me feel good, and I was happy about everything that went. What?
Nothing. Just you were like,
I'm trying to figure out the words to say. The best way to say this is like, I understand the pain.
Yeah.
And it was the right movie at the right time for me.
Okay.
Especially since I'm recently just get thrown away from everybody all the time now. Nobody likes me anymore, and they just throw me away to the side.
You come up here. I sent you a screenshot of it. Neil Blackwood, Trespass approved. So, okay.
Yeah, at least I got that. That.
All right. So I'm on RedTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for The Last Showgirl?
I'm going to say they didn't quite understand this, and I'm going to say that they probably went Probably about 58%.
73%. So they liked it mostly.
Really?
Yeah,
it was a lot hotter than I thought for the crowd.
Okay, what's the critic score?
The critic score is going to be like 87.
Certified Fresh at 83%.
It's 4% off. Man,
critics' consensus is
so close.
A whistle showcase for Pamela Anderson, a refreshingly dramatic role. The Last Showgirl pays homage to the working class of Vegas with a superb collection of performances. Are you a bad review and a good review? This is from Kevin Marr of the Times UK. Says Coppola's direction has improved little since her equally vapid 2020 mainstream. Whatever. And then here's from
whatever.
And here's Danny Lay from Financial Times. He goes, here and there, Coppola even strips Shelley's seeming shock horror unsympathetic. We are trusted to be smart enough to handle it. Yeah, so like it shows Pamela's character is someone who's also not a perfect person. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, so
yeah, and that's what I like. Like, I mean, like she was even on the Graham Norton show when she was explaining. She goes, someone's like, "Oh yeah," she goes, I stayed here in London for a while and I was working just down the street and blah blah blah." And they go, "Really? Like where at?" And she goes, "That's during the fuzzy years. We don't talk about that." And it's like, poor Pam, Pam. She's been through some stuff.
I like the movie was good. The really what the movie's about is about the performances, and everyone's good performance wise.
Yes.
All right, now you ready? You got news?
All right, Chris, let's do the news. This is the news for movies don't suck and some that do. I got to read stuff to Chris because he has cuticles in both of his eyes.
All right, man. What you got for me?
Well, let's get it done and over with first. We got to have the big talk. We got to have the big talk, Chris. Since last time me and you sat down in chairs across from each other, even though it feels like we've done it a lot lately, this is the third one in like 7 days.
Yeah, it's been a week since we have been face to face. So
yes. First things first. The Oscars happened this past weekend, Chris, with the Best Picture. No one saw it coming. I swore nobody saw this one coming because there's so much complaints about it now. Anora was the winner for Best Picture of the year.
I couldn't be happier, by the way. I think it's perfect pick out of that.
Well, the one that upsets everybody the most is for Best Actress. They gave it to Mickey Madison for Anora. Which everybody was like, Demi Moore should have won this for The Substance. And this is exactly what The Substance, the movie, talks about, is that out with the old, in with the new.
So yeah, I mean, like I saw the disappointment in Demi Moore's face when they announced Mickey Madison as a winner.
Oh my god!
And I would have been.
You could say it's like wah wah.
And they both great performances, but I kind of feel like Demi Moore should have got the Oscar. I'm not upset by it. And, I don't get upset by silly stuff like that. But it's what it is.
There's only one that I wasn't really happy about, and that was the Best Actor winner. I really think Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown should have won. I'm sorry, Brutalist was all right, but he was just an angry guy that was mad all the time. Whoopie-doo. Freaking Timothy Chalamet made me believe that he was Bob Dylan. I loved that performance in A Complete Unknown. And Adrian Brody's already got like what two Oscars.
The first time he won up there and he forced his mouth on Halle Berry when he went for The Pianist back in 2002. Yeah. But and his speech was not good.
No, and I really think Timothy Chalamet should have won because that was a 5-year role.
Yeah,
it took him 5 years to get all of that done, and it shows. It's one of my favorite movies still of last year.
I think
I think I should have put it higher and put it on my top 10 and not just an honorable mention. Now,
I think
literally I can't stop thinking about that movie.
I think Timothy Chalamet. I think he has plenty more times to show his chops coming up. He's a great actor, I think it'll be.
But
I think
best supporting actor, I think we both agree with, and that is Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain.
Yeah, obviously,
I mean,
like it had to, Ben. Like I can't imagine anyone else getting it. You know,
because he was supposed to be he's the supporting actor in that movie, and it did not seem like
I don't know. He overshadowed Jesse Eisenberg's character all the way, but Jesse Eisenberg knew that would happen. I think Jesse Eisenberg,
dude, like literally, the lady from Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey's in the movie, and I didn't even realize it until halfway through the movie
because you get this giant character. The cool thing about that movie, I mean, so. Who is it? Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg was saying that Kieran Culkin showed up 2 days before shooting. They didn't rehearse anything, and that he just nailed it. But he was also crazy on the set as he was offset. He couldn't tell where the real Kieran began and the fake one ended. So, yeah, he's an amazing actor, Kieran Culkin. And
he had one of the best speeches at the Oscars. If you didn't see it, he just like went up there and just like started rambling, and he goes, "Oh, I got 45, or like I got 20 seconds left. I might as well start doing thank yous."
Yeah, and he also he's getting a new kid. He says, his wife said that if they hit one Oscar, they have another kid. He's like, I gotta get on that. I gotta make 2 more because she said if I won the Golden Globe, I'd get another kid. But,
and the other one, I am very happy for Zoe Zendaya because she actually
Zoe Zendaya, she was like she was the favorite for that. You know,
and Emilia, Emilia Perez, she really was the lady that stole the whole movie. Like if she wasn't in that movie, it would have been a whole different atmosphere, I think. And seriously, the only song I remember from the whole entire movie was the Payback song that she did, you know? And so I thought that was 100% earned. Sean Baker, of course, won for Nora, Best Director.
And I really liked his speech about making sure that cinema stayed alive in the theater.
Go to the theater.
Yeah.
And go to the theater. Like me and Chris love the theater. Like there's nothing we like more than going to a theater.
And we do stream it just because it's now part of the culture. But you know, like
before streaming became part of the culture, me and Chris went and seen 2 movies a week. We went and seen to the theater and saw 2 movies at the theater and stuff like that. But to keep up with how many movies are out there, I mean, me and Chris literally have fist fights about like what movies we are going to see. We sit here and we're like, oh, maybe not that one. Let's watch this one.
And
let's watch that one.
With stuff coming back to theaters, it's starting to get to a point where are we gonna have to go to the theater twice now? Like.
Yeah, sometimes we do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, seriously, go to the theater, keep cinema alive. The rest of them, I don't think, they're just, all the other ones, but I think those are the main ones.
Visual effects is one thing people talk about. And,
that's Dune. Didn't Dune win that?
Yeah, Dune did win that. And
which makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Ron knows.
I really think I'm just the kind of guy that thinks if one's going to win Best Picture, Best Director needs to go to someone else.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just when the Nora was nominated for 6 Oscars, it won 5, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But it's to me, I was a big fan. I think the awards went to the right people, even though I would have been just as pleased if Demi Moore won Best Actress. I would have been.
Yeah.
I mean, because
I would have been pleased with that. Because that movie is just, I'm telling you guys,
it's
right
an
now,
insane
I know
movie.
there's only 8 or 9 of you guys watching right now, but literally go out and see The Substance the moment you can. I know it's on VOD right now for $19.99. If you don't want to wait when it comes to streaming, whatever, it'll come streaming.
There's a free trial.
When it does.
It's on Mubi, and you can I think you can get free trial to see for free or if you want.
Yeah, just go out and see that movie. That movie, Nora and Substance are both stupendous movies. Both of them were on my top 10 list. Yeah. The Substance only got beat by Deadpool Wolverine because I love comics, and any comic book movie that gives me the feelings after all this time of comic book movies coming out is the only reason that won.
My wife's favorite movie last year was Strange Darling, which was on my list.
Yeah. And also, Chris, this year the Oscars was the highest most watched Oscars in 5 years with over 19 million viewers. So much that, what was it live on?
It was Hulu, right?
Yeah. I couldn't even get in Hulu.
Oh, well, so there was a point where it cut out because the time slots were different than what they thought it would. So the Oscars ran long, and there was like, and the best actress the Oscar goes to, and they cut out. And I was thinking, oh, they're doing that because they're mad at Sean Baker for saying go to the theater instead of streaming.
No, I couldn't even get into Hulu.
Oh wow.
We were trying to watch something completely different. My wife and my mother-in-law. And we were trying to watch something completely different. Why the Oscars were going on, and I couldn't even get into Hulu.
Oh wow!
I was like, at first I thought maybe the show or the movie or whatever. I can't even remember what we were trying to watch, but I thought first maybe it got taken off of the platform or something like that. But nothing would open up. And we tried for like a good 30 minutes because they're making dinner and everything, and their kitchen TV is all like one open platform.
Yeah.
And so like they're just like, well, we'll just have to find something else.
Yeah, so you did. But by the way, I didn't know Neil hadn't watched the Oscars, so I spoiled it for him. some of the awards. So I'm sorry about that, Neil.
Yeah, you punk. Anyway, moving on. Disney is now scrapping any plans to make a premiere for Snow White to avoid more anti-woke backlash. So a lot of people are really angry about Snow White not being a Caucasian person.
That's so strange to me.
And so they don't want to make any more backlash happening, so they're just going to be like, nah.
Well, I mean, we're still going to see it, right? Neil? I mean, with a movie that has so much controversy, that's for you and me.
We definitely have to see that. We definitely have to see.
Yeah.
Matthew Modine from Stranger Things has just jumped into one of the biggest franchise out there right now. He will be added to the new Godzilla King Kong sequel, which will be coming out in the next 2026. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
People were a big fan of that last one. Yeah.
If you don't know who Matthew Modine, he's the one that plays Eddie.
Gotcha. Cool.
That played Eddie in the last season of Stranger Things. All right. The DM. Greta Gerwig has said that the White Witch in her Chronicles of Narnia is going to be the most brattiest, bitchiest one that you will ever see on the good old I guess the small screen. But that she's going to make it so that the witch is like very, very bitchy.
I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
I can't wait. Because she's being played by Charlie XCX.
Perfect. Rat.
It's who's playing. I know. Right?
Yeah.
Earlier, talking about Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista, if you notice, has lost a lot of muscle mass and stuff like that. And he's gone to a skinnier, lighter built of himself. Yeah, so he doesn't want to be like just in action movies. He wants to play in real dramas. Well, the one that he's fishing for right now is he wants to be in a biopic of Ernest Hemingway.
I would watch that for sure.
Well, he's very passionate about it. He goes, I feel like an actors really get a love and respect when they, get to conquer like a good old biopic. He goes, he said, I'd find a personality, someone of physical stature that I could meet and match and be believable in playing. Because of that, the way I'm built, the way I look, my choices were somewhat limited. But I always thought there's something really amazing about Ernest Hemingway. Obviously, his success as a writer, but he's just such an interesting personality from books I've read.
Yeah, I'd be. I mean, honestly,
I'm down.
We will both love Dave Bautista. He's a great actor. He's the one that out of the three actors that really broke out of WWE, we got The Rock. Obviously, he's an action star. We got John Cena is like basically a comedy guy, and then we have
comedy guy.
Yeah, and then Dave Bautista, he's a straight legit actor.
Well, I mean, John Cena's no longer a comedy guy. I don't know if you know, but this past weekend, it's literally it got over 520 million views within 12 hours.
Did he turn heel?
John Cena, for the first time in his entire career, well, I mean, he was kind of a heel when he started, but in his first time since then, in over 20 years, John Cena turned heel. And it broke the internet. Like, there's videos of kids crying, of people like, I mean, everybody is upset. And people don't realize he didn't turn heel. He was just kicking Cody Rhodes in the nuts because he said the F word on because he said fuck in front of all those little kids. So someone had to defend those little kids. So that's why.
Did he really turn heel? Like, is that what people?
Yeah, he totally turned heel. That they haven't said it. We won't know until tomorrow on Friday Night SmackDown. But yeah, it grabbed. I mean, when you're saying you just threw something out there that like made WrestleMania season ridiculous. I mean, that's it right there. Now everybody's like super excited because everybody's kind of like, oh, we're losing this and this ain't happening now. But talking about things that are coming up that we all want to see and do and listen and watch, Happy Gilmore 2 has finally given us its release date that will be going to premiere on Netflix. And that is July 25th. We will be getting Happy Gilmore 2.
I hope it don't suck. That's all I gotta say. Like, I mean, it's something because Happy Gilmore 1's so funny. It is so funny. It's still, I've watched it recently. It's still, to me, I laugh my ass off. But to me, I think my favorite part about that movie was Carl Weathers, rest in peace. So hopefully they're able to fill that void. So, yeah,
dude. Talking about legends, Dolph Lundgren will be doing a cameo in the new Masters of the Universe movie. If you don't know, Dolph Lundgren played He-Man in the 1987 movie of Masters of the Universe.
Is he playing Drago?
No. Now, basically, now if you don't know this about He-Man, the story we follow in the He-Man universe is of Prince Adam. But that title of He-Man, it gets passed down generation to generation. So they are thinking that he is going to be playing King Grayskull, who was the original He-Man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's where his cameo will come into play.
Okay.
That's what everybody's saying, though.
I mean, I know you're super excited about that movie, and that's one of the things that you'll probably.
Who is it now? I mean, with all the names connected to it,
and
all the names.
If I crinkle my nose, Neil's gonna fucking murder me through the microphone here. By the way, I didn't know you put up soundproof panels on your wall over there. I didn't notice that.
What?
I know you put the panels on the wall next to you on your right. On the wall.
Which one?
You're right. The panels you put up. The acoustic panels.
Oh yeah.
When did you do that?
Yeah, I've had those for a while, bro. I don't know, last year or something,
I just noticed
2 years ago.
I just noticed them.
They've been there the whole time, bro. It's this whole corner.
Yeah, to keep the echo out. Yeah, good job.
All right, but anyway, Catherine Newton from Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumanium has just signed on to be part of Ready or Not, the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't have a name for Ready or Not 2, so
I can't wait.
That's a thing.
I'm excited.
Margot Robbie is going to be producing the Monopoly movie.
I don't think we need Monopoly, do we?
Which will be written by the same people that did Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Maybe I've changed my mind. I would like to see that. I think John Francis Daly.
And Jonathan Goldstein. Yep.
You guys know who John Francis Daly was? He was the kid in Freaks and Geeks. Just so you know.
Yep. And they also did one of our favorite movies that we make reference to every now and then.
Which is?
It's a lot of shit. That's a lot of chips.
Oh, yeah.
For,
three for one. Moments. 3 for 1. How can you be profitable for Frito-Lay? It's corporations. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that's a.
Good old RDJ has been buying thousands and thousands of dollars in good old comic books so he can get ready for the wonderful play of doing Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. They saw him at the
who's the villain in the Fantastic Four? Is that Doctor Doom?
Usually it is, but I saw pictures of Galactus. I don't know where they're going with it. So until we see it, we'll see it.
I mean, obviously we're
Peaky Blinders is going to be going to the theaters.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, we're going to be interested no matter what.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders is going to be going to the theater, which is weird.
Is it not a movie or what? I don't know. I haven't seen Peaky Blinders, so I gotta.
The Peaky Blinders movie.
I gotta see that. I gotta watch the show now, right?
Oh, Peaky Blinders is one of the best things. Cillian Murphy has never done anything better than Peaky Blinders.
I've heard, and I gotta see it.
There's not one thing he's ever done better than Peaky Blinders.
I believe you. You're making sure that his Oppenheimer is worse than his Peaky Blinders. You're probably right, but I haven't seen it. But
I don't know I don't even know what Oppenheimer is. All right. I've never seen that movie. Somehow Scream is going to be bringing back one of its most memorable characters. That's right. Somehow David Arquette is going to be coming back as Officer Dewey for the new Scream movie.
They can bring back Jamie Kennedy, right? They can do that too, right?
He died. Didn't he die in the last one?
Yeah. Where's Jamie Kennedy in all this? Is he in those movies? Yeah, so it looks like we'll see David Arquette again. It could be like a ghost appearance, Maybe like
I don't know. What do you think he's going to be, like a Jedi ghost?
That'd be kind of dope. I'll be honest. I can do that.
Vin Diesel has said that they are working on something, and with the Groot and all that, and the film where Groot returns to his home planet, which would be based off of Planet X, the comic book series. Now, if you know about Planet X, that's where like Magneto goes crazy, reverses the magnetic pole of the entire world, and wants all the mutants to run it, and then finally like Wolverine knocks his head off and all that shit.
Sounds good.
But so it looks like we're gonna get more Groot.
Okay, how about it?
HBO is reteaming with the Succession creator Jesse Armstrong for his new project. The cast includes, as soon as I say these two names, I'm pretty sure you're on board already.
Okay.
The wonderful cast includes Steve Carell and Jason Schwartzman.
I'm all about it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. They both can also do.
That's two of Chris's favorite stars of anything ever.
They're versatile. They can do drama and comedy, so I'm all about it. Let's do it.
They don't have they even like they even have like the picture of the script, but they have it waterlogged, so you can't see the name of the script.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's going to be a movie that they're working on. Talking about movies that are being worked on, A24, Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, and Dakota Johnson's just set a release date. They will be coming. The filming is beginning in April, and it will be coming out June 13th.
Wait, so they're turning around a movie in 4 months? That's insane. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it said it's going to be out. It's called The Materialist, and yep. Well, so I mean, we're of course excited with Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. I mean, that's a crew, man.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, can't wait.
Sonic the Hedgehog people are saying, "Hey, Shrek people, listen to your people, because they're gonna boycott you, and we know a thing or two about that."
Wait, hold on 1 second. So they're gonna boycott Shrek 5 because they're? I didn't know Sonic and Shrek had a beef. Did you know that?
No, they don't have a no. Sonic is not okay. maybe I need to explain this a little bit more. Maybe you didn't hear about this backlash in the last week. There's photos of the new Shrek people, or Shrek 5, which is Shrek, Fiona, and his daughter. Shrek's daughter is in the images that are being let out there, and they are using new animation and not the original animation they used to make the original Shrek movies, and they look different, and everybody's calling for a boycott.
Do they? I mean, I saw pictures. It looked like Shrek to me, but is it look different in motion? Is that what it is?
I don't know. That is. I don't know what everybody.
Okay. Because I do know that Sonic looked fucking weird when they originally did the original Sonic, but I mean that's the only thing that changed. I don't know if they could fix a whole Shrek movie, you know.
Now, Chris, another award ceremony happened this past week since the last time we talked.
The Razzies, which
is the best one of the year, the Razzies. Do you know who won Worst Movie of the Year?
Oh yeah, Madam Web, right? It had to win.
Madam Web
piece of shit
out
movie.
Of the park.
Good God.
So did Megalopolis won.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't remember what exactly. This did not give me the list. I should have went and got the list. I didn't get the list. I just got a little article that just says that Madam Web won. But let's see. Jerry Seinfeld for Worst Actor in Unfrosted. Dakota Johnson for Worst Actress in Madam Web. Jon Voight for Worst Supporting Actor in Megalopolis. Francis Coppola, Ford Coppola won for Worst Director of Megalopolis.
Oh my God. It was so bad.
Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga won for Screen Combo for Joker.
Uh-huh.
And Joker 2 picking up the Razzie for prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. And worst screenplay one, of course, the Madam Web.
But Razzie Redeemer won with Pamela Anderson as a Redeemer. So.
Yeah, yes, that one they did. And for some reason, that article didn't have that. I totally forgot that one. Pamela Lee did get that. But, Chris, here is the last one. Are you ready?
Yeah, dude.
I did not talk about this last week. I should have. It slipped past me when I was trying to do all the news. There is a Harry Potter series coming to Netflix. They will be telling the full length of the books, all the above. Now, I was upset with it. I was like, okay, I mean, we already did the movies. We got them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like retelling Star Wars. You don't really need to do it. They're already there.
Yep.
Till they have got Dumbledore.
Yeah, I've heard about this. This is one I couldn't avoid. Like, and it's just, I'm about it. I'm about it. John Lithgow is Dumbledore now.
Yes, everybody. The guy who's been our father, our friend, the comedian, the drama, everything. The guy's done everything. Mm-hmm. There's not, he's everything. He's been in every kind of movie, all the good ones you can possibly think of. That's right. John Lithgow will be playing Dumbledore in the Harry Potter series that'll be coming out. And you know what? I'm there for it. Yeah, because to be honest, I liked the guy who played the first Dumbledore in the first couple movies. But I was not a fan of Dumbledore after that. I was not.
What about hot Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts, played by Jude Law?
Anything Jude Law does is amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. And
that's the news.
All right, let's get out of the news.
That was The Movies Don't Suck in Something New. So I read a bunch of stuff to Chris because he can only read in Sanskrit.
That's true. So let's talk about.
I'm gonna go in and out again.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in and out again. We are definitely way off timing right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. I'm here, and without Neil, I'm kind of a wet blanket, so I'm just kind of.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. One.
I think 2,
3, 5.
All right. I think it's just when I pull up all those different websites. Okay. I think that's what messes it up. Well, I should get a laptop and just have a separate laptop not attached to this.
Let's do this real quick. I'm gonna press some music again. we're going out, and we'll do that way.
That's the movies don't suck in some news.
You did a face that I couldn't. I was like, okay, so we're going to do the exit music again, starting now.
All right, whatever. That's the movies don't suck in some of the news. I told Chris a bunch of stuff because he can only read in Sanskrit.
Perfect. Let's talk about Paddington in Peru, directed by Dougal Wilson. All the other two were directed by Paul King, who did Wonka, which we actually really loved. And this one's another guy got it. That's okay though. Dougal Wilson's directed such things as he did a bunch of it looks like a bunch of videos like Jarvis Cocker and John Lewis, and this stars the voice. This stars. It's written by Mark Burton, John Foster, and James Wan. This stars Paddington. That's the voice of Ben Whishaw. The voice of Paddington is done by Ben Whishaw.
Always makes me feel a little melancholy.
Also, this stars Emily Mortimer as Mary Brown.
Why do you think she has so many places to go and so much to do, huh?
Hugh Bonneville plays Harry Brown.
So,
Henry Brown.
So, tell me, Anna, what do you do?
Imelda Stanton plays Aunt Lucy. Oliver Maltman. Well, I'm sorry. It's all fucked up. Okay. Yeah. Samuel Johnson plays Jonathan Brown. And I should have looked at this beforehand because it's all fucked up and messed up. Give me 1 second. This is really upsetting for me.
Are you looking through the full cast and stuff like that on IMDb?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have just gone with the email I sent.
Well,
yeah, they're way out of order, bro.
Yeah.
They're way out of
Olivia Colman plays Reverend Mother.
Did you read the leaflet?
Yes, I did.
Very good.
Also, and Antonio Banderas plays. Sorry. Yeah, Antonio Banderas is in this, plays Hunter Cobbett. Neil, why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Paddington, Peru?
Paddington returns to Peru to visit his beloved Aunt Lucy, who now resides at the home for retired bears. With the Brown family in tow, a thrilling adventure ensues when the mystery plunges them into an unexpected journey through the Amazon rainforest and up to the mountain peaks of Peru.
You know, this is a delightful movie.
This is Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah? It's your favorite Paddington?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in a film way of what other people think.
Okay.
Everybody thinks the two cinema classics from the Star Wars universe is Star Wars: A New Hope, with Empire Strikes Back being the #1 Star Wars movie ever. And then Return of the Jedi just happened because they wanted to finish the story.
You think this is Return of the Jedi?
And this was cute. This was fun.
This
made me laugh.
Oh, it does.
It was not Paddington. To come down from Paddington 2 to this.
Yes.
This was just a fun. It was a fun movie. I'm not taking that away from it. I'm not saying I dislike this movie. I'm just saying, when you watch Paddington 2 before you watch Paddington in Peru, you get a little let down. Just a little let down.
Yeah, it's missing that Paul King confidence to it, because Paul King was an amazing director. He did the first two, and he just decided he didn't want to do the third one, which, fuck, I kind of wish we'd gotten that. But that's not to say this is a bad movie. It's still heartwarming. It still squeezed a tear or two out of me. And I'll take any chance I can get to spin with the little brown bear. So
yeah, I mean, by any means, it was fun. It was cute. Antonio Banderas was funny as the little boat guy. Olivia Colman, of course, anytime she's on screen, she goes full in it. I mean, I've not ever seen Olivia Colman like be in a movie show or whatever, and she not give 125%. Like she is, but it's always a bad thing for your movie series when you bring in Antonio Banderas. I'm just saying, name a movie where he got brought in on the third movie or second movie or whatever, and it was good.
Are you joking? Because I can't think of movies you're running on.
Like, well, I mean, Spy Kids.
Dude, he's pretty good in Puss in Boots, dude. When they're reading Puss in Boots, and he's pretty good in that.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. But still,
yeah.
it was a fun movie by any means. The lovely family has a good time going to Peru.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst thing about Paddington to me?
Is that marmalade sandwiches are not served when you watch it?
Every time I just want a marmalade sandwich. I always want a jelly sandwich or something like after I see the movie.
I was like, that looks like a pretty good movie. I'm gonna make one of those when I get home. And then I'm like, they don't have marmalade at the store. But,
they don't have marmalade at the store. There's even Aunt Lucy making the marmalade.
I can't wait. Yeah. Marmalade's pretty good, man. I hadn't had it in a long time. I kind of feel like I should get some. But yeah,
we gotta go to the you know what we should do? Like when I come into town, we should get marmalade and make a bunch of marmalade sandwiches and then just like hand them out randomly to people.
We're gonna be giving so many stickers at the Panic Fest, dude. So many.
Oh, we need more stickers, huh? I got a couple still here.
I got plenty. Yeah. But yeah, Paddington Peru is not the best of the other two, but it's fine. You know,
it's really cute. It's really cute. I'm not dissing it hardcore. I'm just saying it's kind of hard to go from Paddington 2, which Pedro Pascal told us was one of the top 3 best movies of all time.
He's not that far off either. It's a great movie.
No, he's like, I cried the whole time. It made me who I am today.
Yeah, this movie has a sense of adventure, a sense of wonder. And it has the moral, and it has Paddington, who I can't get enough of that little brown bear, No,
it was adorable and it was fun. Like, and I mean, there's some sad moments in this movie that is like, you think things are going to go one way and then they go another.
I cried out of sadness and cried out of happiness in this movie. Like, my heart was full to bursting.
It was adorable. It's Paddington for some reason. I mean, out of all the old cartoon movies or cartoon things or old things from like the 80s and 70s that they've rebooted, redone, or done something with, Paddington just knocked it out of the park.
Paddington stayed around, and he's the only one that still has a deep affection for. And it's really thanks to Paul King that these two movies were made and why they're so good to bring this character back to life and back into our hearts. And I mean, I saw this in theaters. And by the way, it was 5 people. It was 4 people. Me and my buddy Joe, my buddy Bobby, and then Joe's girlfriend, and we were the only people in the theater at 7:00 to see Paddington. So I was like, this is fine. It's just a row of adults here watching this movie, and it was a cute movie, man. I was glad to see it.
I just heard a story the other day about Bill Burr taking his daughter to go see Dumbo in the theater, where he was like, "Oh, it's Dumbo. Of course, I'll take my kid to go see Dumbo." No. And he's like, there's no other kids in here. Oh, this is just weird. A bunch of, weirdos. And he goes, I didn't know it was by Tim Burton. And he goes, the movie went in like maybe 20, maybe 15 minutes. And he's like, his kid is like, he's like, all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. When you find Disney, if you're going to make a movie that you want people to be freaked out by, go ahead and hire Tim Burton as director for Dumbo. It's going to freak kids out. But
this was a really fun movie. This is one of those movies that literally, if you like the other ones, it was great. If you like a good family fun movie, this is what it is.
It's an easy family fun movie.
I mean, what is it? Rated PG? Yeah, it's PG. I don't think they have anything in it that was too dark or anything like that humor wise. I think it was it's a cute film. It's like Mary Poppins. It's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's like one of those classic fun family films. If it's still at the theater and you got kids, this is a great film to go take.
I do think that also it speaks to everyone, not just a certain group of people. Everyone, it's easygoing, and you're not gonna be super stressed out, and it's gonna make you feel good at the end. You're gonna just,
if a talking bear doesn't make you feel happy in the in the heart, then just don't go see this.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this. Just if you guys like the first two, go see Paddington in Peru. If you haven't, watch the first two and then decide if you want to see Paddington in Peru. But I implore you to fall in love with the bear that is Paddington. You know?
Yeah, this is just like a good review. It's kind of like Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
None of us asked for it. None of us asked for
fine,
it.
though.
But it was great. It was good. All that we got to revisit those characters, see where they're at, and it was good. I mean, like, we both enjoyed it, and I mean, and that's why I see this. Like, Paddington 2 is like, they're not going to get anywhere near Paddington 2. That by miracle just happened so beautifully.
Without Paul King, maybe, but if Paul King returns to the next one, I hope there's the next one, then I think we might get that. But it's
where are they going to go next?
I don't know. That's
Paddington, because at this point, what is it? Paddington in space?
Paddington scared stupid. But,
Paddington goes to camp.
Yeah.
But all right,
yeah,
I'm gonna let's go ahead and get the scoring started on this one. I'm going to give this a 3.9. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I mean, it's rewatchable. This is one of those movies I could rewatch a couple of times before I get bored of it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Chris is looking like, are you being haunted?
There's a shadow. I don't know where it came from. Oh, by the way, last time we got shut out, the light shut out, we forgot I was downstairs and just left. And then realized that, you know.
Oh, my gosh. I love your wife. Anyway, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you, right? 3.9. We're pretty on point with each other's scores today. It's a fun movie. Yeet. It's a fun movie. So, like, yeah, like I said, you guys like the other Paddingtons, you'll like this one. It's like you said, it's a lower tier, but it's still good. You know, we like it. We like Paddington in Peru. You know, I'm gonna run to as a com. What was the IN score for Paddington in Peru?
81.
91%.
Wow.
Yeah, there's actually an audience says on this one, says, fear not.
People just love that bear.
Yeah, it says, fear not. You can take Paddington out of London and take it to the jungles of Peru. You still deliver the iconic sweeter than marmalade charm. All right, Neil, what's the Big Bang Green critic score for Paddington?
86.
Certified fresh at 93%. A little bit higher.
Damn, they went higher. Yeah. Wow.
Critics' consensus the consensus is Paddington Peru whisked away cinema's politest bear to the fresh setting under new creative stewardship, delivering a most agreeable adventure for the whole family. Yeah. I'll read a bad review and a good review. This is from Justin Brown in Medium Popcorn. He says, outside of Olivia Colman and Antonio Banderas, I was not a fan. Paddington characters actually gotten worse. Fuck you, Justin Brown.
Wow. Damn, dude. All right, you're going for the jugular, man. You're like, fuck you, bro.
Well, I just feel like he always hated Paddington, and you know, that's not fair.
There's some people that are just so negative in this world, you know?
I know. I just want people to be happy when they're watching Paddington. And then again, this is from let's go Marie Asner, a fan of Tobu. She says, "You're in the comfort zone. It is only you and the bear with the generous smile. Enjoy." Yeah, it's smart. It's delightful. It's adventurous. It's got humor and charm, and makes your heart full with love for family and your bear. I hugged my dog after this, but I don't know why he's not a bear. But yeah, Paddington Peru. You guys, if you guys like it. And next week, Neil, we're doing Mickey 17 and The Gorge. That's what we decided, right?
Mickey 17, which is the awesome movie Robert Pattinson, and I can't wait to see that one.
That was cool.
I love the roles that Robert Pattinson have been taking lately. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like
it's also directed by Bong Joon-ho, who directed Parasite. So, you know, Academy Award winner.
And The Gorge is on Apple Plus Television, which you guys can just subscribe to like a free trial.
Miles Teller
for
and
like a week if you want to. Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, and also directed by the guy who directed the Black Phone, which we talked about.
Yeah. That's why. I saw the trailer, and when the trailer started, I stopped the trailer. It was like a half a minute in, and I'm like, nope. I got the concept. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
Yeah, everyone asked me about the gorge, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, and so I felt like a dummy. So I was like, gorge.
Dude, it happens to me all the time. Don't worry. I mean, I feel like a dummy all the time. It's probably why everybody kicks me out of their groups.
Well, I don't. I haven't kicked you out, even close.
I know. I don't know how you still stand me, bro.
I'm your brother. But
you know what I gotta say? There's only one.
Yeah, you believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
And you can find us on movies.net, where WTM.com, W2 You'll find us on with a bunch of the podcasts. Search Movies Don't Suck and Some They Do in Spotify. You'll find our podcast. It might show up Radisson Broadcasting because he'll put those up on. We get 2 feeds on them. Go to Instagram, search into his podcast. We're on YouTube at Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on Blue Sky, Movies Don't Suck Podcast. Go to patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. You guys want to throw some money our way because we do this for free and we actually lose money doing this. If you guys, but you subscribe, like all that stuff. Tell your friends about a fun podcast if you find it fun. Or you can just email info@moviesdon'tsuck.net and you can talk about how you hate the podcast. I've got a few of those. They're always fun to do. Why don't you go ahead and tell people what we do for small businesses.
You got a small business, let us know. Just send us an email, a message, pigeon carrier, say, hey, I got a thing I want you to talk about. And we'll be more than happy to talk about it right here on the podcast to get you out to the listeners so you can get some free advertisement because we want to help you.
Yeah. But you ready to get out here to get some food? I'm kind of hungry. I'm starving early.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what we're eating yet. I think I know everything. I think we're eating chicken legs. We got like a bunch of chicken legs.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, I was thinking about making a plate of deviled eggs and then putting like a picture of it of like, us in front of like a, like with a bunch, because that's now considered the rich lifestyle. A bunch of eggs. I mean, you got it both, man. You can sell a dozen eggs now for like $10.
And see if you can get a monocle and top hat in the photo too. But,
I had the monocle and top hat. Remember, I didn't paint one. I didn't paint one year. You have it somewhere.
All right.
But yeah, let's get out of here.
Look at it this way.
Shit. Sorry.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you got to go in life, remember, it's always great to know that there's somewhere out there, there's a bear just for you. Have a good day.